Oh boy. I don't even have my avatar up. I'm actually heated. I'm so angry. Hold on. Let me pull my guy up real quick. What the I don't even have music on the background or anything. Hold on. Guys, what's the stupid playlist that I use? Synthwave or Panda Synthwave or some shit. Panda Beats Synthwave. Guys, you know, there's like a limit, right? There's like there's a limit, okay, where I'm just like, you know what? Oh my god. Oh boy, dude. Okay. So here's what's gonna happen, alright? I don't know where my folder is. Okay, good. Oh my goodness. Where do we start? Okay. Let's get into this, okay? So for those, there's a lot. All right. There's a lot going on. I was gonna make this a video, but I've been investing so much time into this that everything is just moving so fast. I can't make a set video on this because the chat just it just goes, right? Oh man. All right, so today we are talking about Annie, who is a Twitch streamer. I guess I should have some kind of I'm so heated right now. I'm so heated right now. We should have some type of thing here, okay? Picture is what I want to say. So let's go here, let's go here, let's go here, let's go here, let's go here. Let's go here. All right. This is, for people who don't know, Annie. She's a streamer. She's a artist. She does commissions, I guess sometimes, but she does like NSFW stuff. She does SFW stuff. She's the art model or artist behind Neurosama and Evil Neuro. Which obviously the person behind Neurosama and Vidal, the AI, is, or Neurosama and Evil is Vidal. Yes, Vidal is the creator of Neuro and Evil, the AIs. Okay. So what's happening is, okay, I started having a bit of a issue. Sorry, pardon me. With Annie a little while back, because it's not just like, oh, she said something crazy one time. I don't care, okay? I like edgy stuff, all right? I like, you know, going on and seeing something kind of crazy, right? But when I started having an issue was when I'm trying to get my dates right. Oh, good, I dated every single one of these. Oh my god. When she started doing things like this, right? She has a main channel, and then she has an alt channel, which is here, not Annie. Okay. Inspiration for my not Ricky, right? Not Ricky's, or Ricky's alt or something like that. Not Ricky's alt, whatever my name is. Oh my god, you can hear it in my voice. I'm so angry. Okay. This is an alt stream, okay? 4625, right? Now, this is only for the past leading up to, I'd say, now. Because in a minute, you'll see why I can't go up to now, okay? 4625, she does an alt stream. 47, alt stream. 4:14. Notice that little jump in time right there. 4:7. 4:7. 4:14. That's 7 days, okay? She disappeared, all right? Let's keep these disappearances in mind, okay? 4:15, another alt stream. 4:17, another alt stream. 4:23, another alt stream. Sorry for no mainstream. My energy levels today are a lot lower and worse than yesterday. Alt stream. Alt stream. Alt stream. Alt stream. Alt stream. Like, these are alt streams. Just all alt streams, okay? In between here, right? Because I don't want to be disingenuous. I don't want to cover this and be disingenuous and make facts up that aren't there, okay? I don't want to be accused of being a certain somebody that we're going to talk about in a second, okay? On So on 4/5, the day before this, she had a mainstream, all right? On 4/7, the same time that she had her alt stream, she had a mainstream, which is okay, all right? That's 4, 5, and 6, okay, and 7. Oh yeah, I said the 7th. She had a main as well. And then after the alt stream on the 7th here, she did a main stream on the 9th, 2 days later. Right? 4/9. But she doesn't come back until the 14th on her alt. Okay. And then she does 15, 4/15, another alt stream. Skips 2 days, does another alt stream. Skips 6 days, does another alt stream. Skips 2 days, does a main stream. Skips 4 days. Yes, I'm counting on my fingers. I'm upset, okay? 4 days, does an alt stream. Or I'm sorry. I messed up that. I messed that up. Doesn't skip 4 days. She comes back on the 26th with a main. Comes back the next day. Hi, what's going on? Gummy Queen. I don't know if you want to be here for this. I don't know if you want to be here for this. Okay. I don't think this is the place, unfortunately, for you, because I think I saw you being a big supporter of Annie, and I don't think you're gonna like this coverage. I mean, you're more than willing to stay. Who's Annie? Oh, you don't know? Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you were in the comm. I could swear you are. I'm pretty sure I saw that name, but that's okay. Annie is a VTuber and an artist. She does NSFW drawings as well as, or art, as well as SFW art. And she's a streamer. She's like a variety streamer. She'll play League. She'll do, I've seen her play Grand Theft Auto before. And she's kind of, I would say, more on the lewd side when she does stream, just because of her like outfit and the topics that she, talks about. She's very, it can get like very 18 plus very quick. Okay, let's say that, right? Which I don't have a problem with. That's not why I'm it's not why I'm in a tiff right now, okay? Right now I'm kind of going through, I'm comparing her alt streams to her main streams up to this point, because it's very important that we establish a timeline here going forward, right? So also, if my model's glitching out or whatever, it's dark in here, okay? I'm using a webcam, so I apologize for that, all right? I don't have an iPhone, okay? I can't use VTube Studio on my iPhone. I have a Fold, okay? So on the 26th, she does the main. Okay, cool. On the 28th, she also does a main, which is great. Okay. Skips 2 days, comes back, and on the 30th, does an alt. Now, I'm going to explain after I go through the rest of the alts, because she does on the 1st of this month an alt, 2nd of this month an alt, 3rd of this month an alt, 4th of this month an alt, 5th of this month an alt, and then what does she do? Okay, what does she do? She announces that she's going on an indefinite hiatus. I am sorry for not being stronger and letting you all down. See you someday. Okay, and you know what? I respect that, all right? I do. And if this was all it was, I wouldn't have an issue, okay? She wouldn't even be on my radar right now. I wouldn't even be speaking her name, all right? The problem is, all the while, she has... Hold on, I need to check the Discord. Looks like Max Wayne situation. I'm sorry for bringing it up. I'm gonna drop my 2 cents. To me, it looks like he's kind of autistic, like hyperfixated. Oh my god, bro. Oh, we're gonna get to these idiots in a minute. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I just leaked a little bit of stuff that we're gonna cover. Okay, I can't stand this Discord right now. Okay, I cannot do it. All right. Anyway, sorry. Then she announces this hiatus, and I wouldn't have a problem with this. I personally, there's someone else that I watch that just recently came back from a hiatus, and in my opinion, she did it in the correct way. The reason why Annie didn't do it in a correct way isn't because she's going on a hiatus and because she's leaving people behind and she's not, you know, providing content and she's not doing this and she's not doing that. Okay, that is not the reason why I have an issue with the way she does this. Usually, when you have an alt stream, okay, what you do is you completely log out, all right? You take away the ability for people to donate to your main stream. Because why would you have that option? Why would you have the alert set up in that way to go to your main stream, right? If you're on your alt. If it's meant to be a laid-back stream, and you're not monetizing your alt, you're able to have donations on that alt, but you don't want to set it up because you said you didn't want to take money from people on the alt because you're not doing as much as the main, okay? That is my problem. She has alerts set up so people can go and sub to her main, right? And it'll display as an alert on the alt stream. Now, and even again, that wouldn't bother me as much. But the concern that I have is that she disappears. Like I was showing, that's why I showed the timeline, because she will disappear for days or weeks at a time, okay? The last main stream, or the last stream she did, yeah, on main, was the 28th of April. And then she does alt, and continues her alt all the way up until the time she announces her hiatus. Now, why does she take long breaks? Okay. One, I do believe that it is because of her mental health issues, right? I do believe that. I 100% believe that. I don't think she's using her mental health as, well, I don't think that she's maliciously using her mental health as like, give me money, I'm sick, right? I don't think she's one of those. But the way she goes about it is she does the anime girl, teehee, don't donate to me. This isn't my main. I might not be here tomorrow, teehee. Don't do that. Oh, you donated 50? Oh, please keep your money. Oh my goodness. She does that, okay? During this period of time. She kept doing it and doing it and doing it. And every time she came back, she would do the same thing. And then she would disappear for a couple days and do it all over again. Now, if you ask me, okay, that's a little scummy. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, all right? And like I said in the beginning that I think I said that I hate her or something like that. I don't actually hate her. When there's something to criticize, I think you should be able to criticize it, right? And I think that this in itself is a big point of criticism that people really don't give to VTubers. And I think it's partially because they're like anime girls or whatever, but I also think it's because they can't pin it on the VTuber, right? Like say I were to turn on my webcam right now and put my actual face, you'd be able to put a face to the name, right? And you'd be able to say, oh, you're scummy. But when you're looking at a character on the internet, like an actual like drawn character on the internet, it's not the same. And so, and I also think, like I said, it has to do probably a lot with the cute anime girl aesthetic, right? I think that is a big part of it too. And maybe that's not true for all communities, for all VTuber communities. Maybe that isn't the case. But for this community, 110% it is the case, okay? I have more of an issue with the community than I do Annie herself, I think, right? Okay. Now that we got that out of the way and why I think it's pretty scummy what she's doing, I want to talk about her subathon, okay? She had a subathon 2 years ago, and I've been trying to find this subathon goal list, and I just can't seem to find it, and I think that's because she went ahead, and this is active, I can refresh it right now, okay? I think I saw it on her Twitter, but now her Twitter's gone. All right. So I'm actually unable to find the list. And I tried searching Reddit. I tried searching the Discord. I tried searching even Instagram. She even deleted her, or at least suspended her Instagram, whatever. Probably didn't permanently delete, but like did like the wait thing or whatever it's called. On her account, right? So it's gone. Like I cannot see it. But let me bring this up over here. All right. This is her sub goal, her subathon. Now, this does say 1 year ago. However, if we look, I have so many screenshots, guys. Hold on, just or people, one person. Just give me a second here. Subathon. Okay. This was 10/28/23. Okay, first subathon goal, right? Now, she did an uncapped subathon, which was pretty stupid because she had so many goals that I think in her condition, she'll never be able to do them. Okay, I really honestly believe that. And I don't want to downplay her mental struggle, but like at the same time, know your limits, right? So 10, 20, especially know your limits when people have paid you to do the goals that you have put up on the screen, okay? That's a major part of that's my like the major contention here for me. So 10/28/2023. This is almost 2 years ago. In 5 months and what? 2 days? It'll be 2 years. 2 years, and she still hasn't completed her sub goals. She hit every single one that she set, and she still hasn't went through with them. Okay? I mean, I'm sorry, but like, this is just insane. You set these goals. Do them. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, at this point in time, like, I understand that you can't, right? Because you're like struggling or whatever mentally, but you had 2 years. Scratch this year, okay? You had all of 2024, and she can say that that's when her problem started or whatever, but at the same time, you did an uncapped subathon that lasted you 61 days? Was it 61? 61 days. 61 days. Right? I mean, come on. If you can't handle it, and you know you mentally are struggling at that point in time, why would you do this? I mean, this is people's money. This isn't like hee hee ha ha, which of stink. What were the goals? Bro, there were so many. There were so many. It's hard to, I can't get them. Okay, I've tried. I don't know if you were here when I was explaining this, but she deactivated her Twitter. So I cannot go and look for these goals. The only time you can see the goals are when you like load up the VODs here. And you like look in the corner, right? So like, but look how far along she is already. So like, I can't even tell you. But I know that the one goal that we're really going to be scrutinizing today was the 40,000. I have to go back. We'll look at the screenshots, okay? But it's either like 40,000 or 42,000. That's the goal that we're going to be scrutinizing today. But I cannot give you a list. Like, I apologize, but like I can't. I tried, okay? I've been looking all day for this list. I don't think the list exists anymore because, like I said, her Twitter's gone. 32,000. Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, she did 61 days, okay? She made so much money off of this, all right? And so the people, I'm going to get ahead of myself a little bit, but like $1 billion, it might as well, is that what that equates to? I mean, hey, listen, if she's Jeff Bezoing right now, all right, she can buy houses for everyone. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I know you were exaggerating, Gummy. I was joshing, but, no, but I'm saying, like, she made so much money, and like I said, I'm going to jump ahead of myself just, like, really quick. The people in her Discord are telling me, okay, that you're not entitled to these sub goals. I'm not entitled to this. If I paid money, I'm sorry, listen, and I made this example in the Discord as well. If I go to Walmart, okay, and I pre-order, like, the blender 5200,000, okay, and it like scratches your back while you're blending up your favorite smoothie, okay? If I go and I pre-order that item at Walmart and then on release day I show up and they're like, oh yeah, we just don't have it, come back next month, and I'm like, okay, you know what, I could understand that. You guys probably got a backlog, there's maybe, you know, maybe I have to come back, maybe you guys don't have it at this time, I'll come back in a month, okay? So I come back in a month, and when I arrive, they tell me the same thing. And so every month I keep coming back, they keep telling me, nope, keep waiting. I mean, at some point you got to say, like, okay, well, like, now you're like ripping me off, right? Like, I paid a substantial amount of money for this blender. Where's my product? Okay, where's my, I mean, technically you're not entitled to the blender either, but if Walmart doesn't give it to you, then you get a lawyer and it's big trouble. Well, but the thing is, like, even like, look at, I don't know if you follow like Creator Clash, yeah. She cast out so big, she can do whatever she wants now, I guess. Hold on, Witch of Stink, okay? We're gonna get there in a second, okay? Hold on a second there, okay? We'll get there. But let's go back to what Gummy said, right? I don't know about this person, but she's rich now. I mean, I would like to believe that. I don't know if it's as cut and dry though, because a little bit of lore is she's from like the Ukraine, so I don't know, but she lives in like Japan on like a visa, so like I don't know how her money situation is. I know that the Ukraine has like a limit on like money you can take out right now because of the war that's going on, so I'm not really sure about like the technicalities of everything going on right now. I don't know if her money's held up, but I mean, it was 2 years ago. What am I talking about? No, she has that money by now. What am I saying? I'm stupid. I'm falling for her stupid gaslighting that she does. I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna calm down. But let's go back to what you said, Gummy. I want to read it again and make sure I'm like processing here. Technically, you're not entitled to the blender either, but if Walmart doesn't give it to you, then you get a lawyer and it's big trouble. Right, so here's the thing, right? Walmart has a whole bunch of clauses, right? Of course, like Walmart, you go and you pre-order something and you sign, you're basically signing a contract when you pre-order, you know, that Walmart has the right to refund you for any reason. You know, you don't have to get the blender, but you'll get a refund, right? Walmart can't just rob you, okay? Walmart can't just take the money out of your pocket and say, like, this is ours now, and you just get nothing in return, right? And I'm sure there's like stipulations where sometimes you'll lose the money and the blender, okay? But I highly doubt that Walmart's doing that as a company, because that's terrible business. And even though Walmart is huge, they're not going to do that, right? But I don't know why I'm going so in on Walmart, but when it comes to Walmart, you would get your money back, essentially, okay, if you don't get the blender. But with subbing, you don't get your money back, okay? With bits, you don't get your money back. With donations, you can do like a chargeback, but like, this is a subathon, so we're counting subs only, okay? Let's just count subs only. You're not getting your money back from subs. You're not. So like, that money is just gone. Like, she has that money. And so I even forgot about the whole subathon thing until the drama that happened today, right? And like, okay, here's the thing, all right? Nothing against, like, you know, Gooner content or whatever, right? Like, I personally, like, I don't care about Gooner content, but like, realistically, I don't think people are watching this and they're like, oh my god, this is like peak content, okay? Like, just watch it for a second, right?
Against? Ah! Fuck!
Okay, that's all I'm gonna play because I don't want her to copy strike me, because she's being weird right now. But like, I don't think people are watching that and they're like, oh yeah, bro, that's fucking peak, right? Like, I'm sorry, but I don't know anything about the person, but how is this Gooner content? She's fully clothed. Oh. No. I'm sorry. I apologize, okay? I apologize. I'm sorry. Here we go. Is this good? Is this all right for you? Is this more? Is this better? I don't know. What else do we want to look at here? Where's the bunny outfit that she has that has everything out? Like, where's like one of the OG models where she has everything out? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, and like, it's fine. Like, I don't even care, right? Like, that's not even my main like thing. Okay. And also like the conversations that she likes to have is very 18 plus. Like, with the jokes and stuff she makes. And again, like, I personally, I don't care, okay? I don't care if you want to be a little bit of a gooner, okay? I think everybody's a little bit of a gooner, right? I don't personally care. And I don't even think I would consider this, like, complete gooner content. But I mean, like, come on. Like, you're telling me that this is peak? You know what I mean? I don't know. I used to watch her, and she would be like background noise. She'd be like a raid or something, and I think that's how I actually stuck around. I forget what game she was playing. And she made like a funny like wisecrack at a chatter, but I soon realized that she does that a lot, and then when people make cracks back, she like gets defensive and bans them. So I was like, okay, well, that's kind of not cool. That's kind of hypocritical, right? And while it is her stream, like, I don't know. I feel like you should be able to bounce back and forth between streamer and viewer and like have like a little like wisecrack session, okay? But she doesn't really handle that well. And again, her mental state is kind of like messed up. Like, she's cried midstream before and just like ended. Like, I lost my train of thought. Anyway, the subathon. So like, yeah, here we go, right? ASMR video. I don't know if you can see that. ASMR video for YouTube, Mochi. I don't know what that is. 2D Chibi, Annie model, Timu voice pack, Timo. I think that's a League character. So like, yeah, like every video, you'd have to like go through and like put all the things together and like make a huge list, because like I said, I can't find this damn list, bro. I tried. I really tried. Anyway, yeah. So she made a boatload of money. Okay. On day subathon day 60, was it 1? Annie's last morning before break. Annie has to go. Like, let's see what she's at right now in this current subathon 2 years ago. Okay, so she's at 83,315 subs. Okay. That's a lot of subs. And like I said, this was completely her fault. Because why would you make an uncapped subathon with a bunch of goals when you're mentally, like, well, unstable and you can't do those goals? Like, why would you do this? And then I guess you just expected no backlash ever? Anyway, so that brings us to today. All right. Today, I wake up and I yawn and I wipe my eyes and I say, it's a wonderful morning. Good morning, world. Money talks 100%. And like I said, I'm sorry, I'm going to say it, because with the way she like came back to stream, it was so sporadic. She had no like thing, and she'll blame it on her mental health, but I think she needed more money, and I think that's why she came back and like juiced her viewers. Yeah, like uncapped subs. Like, why would you do that? Especially when you know you have an audience. Like, why? Why would you do it? Why is that a good idea? I don't understand how that's a good thing. I don't know, okay? But yeah, so I honestly, truly believe she came back to juice her viewers when she started running low on money, right? Now, let's go to today, right? Today, if it was 1 sub equals $1, 83K is already insane. So like, okay, how much is a sub? How much does 1 sub cost? Actually, how much does a streamer make? It's 50-50, right? Is that how that works now? How much is a Twitch sub? Now, 2 years ago, this was different. A tier 1 Twitch sub costs $7.99. Oh, that is what I paid for Tobbs, isn't it? I sub, okay? Yes, I am a subber, all right? I do sub to VTubers, okay? To 1. A tier 1 Twitch subscription costs $7.99. So let's just round it up to 8, okay? Let's just play it safe, and we'll round that bitch up to 8, right? Hold on. Let's do math. Fuck me. Calculator. Actually, how would you even do that math? How the fuck would you do that math? 8,300 divided by 8? Is that what it would be? And that would be her... No, can't possibly. How the hell would you do that math? I'm gonna Gemini it right now. Yeah, I never said I was smart, okay? Ask Gemini. What? How much money would I make off of 83,315 subscriptions? I'm a slow typer as well. Subscriptions as a Twitch streamer. I'm Geminiing it. That's an impressive number. Revenue split. It's a 50-50 split. Your share. So you get about, what? $4? Holy dude, that's $290,000. And that's like $291,000. Oh, holy bro. Oh my god. And she did this for 2 months, bro. Easily double that. She made like 400 grand. What the? She made almost 500 grand, brother. What the fuck? What the fuck? That's why you do a subathon? Yeah, but that's why you don't do an uncapped subathon. Because now look at all the goals that she has, that she made, that she like reached, and she isn't able, she's never gonna be able to do them, bro. Never, not one time in her whole entire existence. Holy, that's how you scam people. That's how you do that, okay? Okay, I swear to God, we're gonna move on, okay? But wow, dude, almost 500 grand. What the fuck? Okay, I need to, guys, sub to my 5 Twitch channels, and I'm gonna do an AI like TikTok. Make sure you go like and follow that and donate to that. And like, bro, I need to get on her level. I need to start scamming, bro. I need to start my own version of like Hustlers University. I would do a lot of things for 250K, and I think that would all be a lot worse than scamming people on Twitch. I mean, I guess, but like, how do you like come back? Like, how do you come back and like sit in front of your audience with this big smile on your face, bro? Like, how do you do that? Like, well, I guess you do it because you're happy you just scammed everybody and they're too stupid to realize it. Yeah, you come back in a Bugatti. You come back Andrew Tate style, man. You buy a $250,000 PNG and put that on your forehead. Get out of here, bro. That's crazy. Oh my God. Oh, that just makes me just, oh, the disdain that I have. Holy fuck. You live forever, disappear. That honestly is what I thought she was going to do, but no, today she made a comeback on her Discord, okay? Invest 200K and you're done. I mean, yeah, she should have just done that. I don't know why, like, yeah, she's like rubbing her hands together. She's like, yeah, guys, come into the Discord. It's time. Like, she's like scheming. She's rubbing her hands like a dirty fly. Oh my God, bro. No shot. 500 grand. $500,000. I'm beyond, like, I'm actually speechless. I was speechless coming in. No, I was angry coming in. Now I'm just speechless, okay? I came in hot, and now I don't know what to say. Oh my God, bro. $500,000 in 2 months. That is insane. Okay, anyway, not including donos, but exactly. Listen. I never want to hear this woman complain about money ever again. I can't believe I didn't do the math before you told me like that. That's crazy. I never thought to do that. I just thought like, oh, subathon, that's cute. $500,000, okay? Lil Wayne is out there standing on top of the highway again, just doing his little dance back and forth, all right? Like, holy. Anyway, okay. Let's move on. Cuz I can't. I can't, bro. Oh my God. I'm going to boot up Minecraft and just end it all. I swear, if I keep thinking about it, all right? Holy fuck. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Annie Max drama. Let's go to Discord screenshots. Okay, now this happened. I don't want to make it boring, but I feel like I kind of want to read through these, but there's so many. Maybe I won't read through all of them, just to not make it like a snooze fest. Like maybe I'll skim some, and then back in the VOD if anybody watches the VOD and they actually want to pause or whatever and like read through these, you're more than welcome. But like, I don't know if I want to make it a snooze fest just yet. But okay. Listen, one thing you have to understand, right? Max Wayne is a Clipper channel. All right. And he does a lot of like shipping like clips between Vidal, again, the creator of Neurosama, like the creator of the AI. Annie is the artist behind Neurosama. Now, they had like a meme going, okay? And like Annie leaned into it, Vidal leaned into it, that everybody was like shipping them. They were drawing them together. They were like making like crazy posts about them and stuff like that. And they were leaning into it. And then one day they were just like, well, Annie was just like, okay, that's enough. Like, don't do this anymore. I don't like it. Which I understand. You can change your mind. Okay. I don't see the issue in changing your mind. However, this is some of the most ridiculous messages that I've ever seen. She's got 422,000 followers. Yeah, so I kind of... You might have to remind me, because I want to do a section or a segment. Isn't she one of the biggest VTubers here? No, she's not. And the reason she isn't is because she is very inconsistent, like I've pointed out, with her stream schedule. Also, her YouTube upload schedule is like non-existent, or her streaming schedule at this point is non-existent either, because she's on her indefinite hiatus. But even when she wasn't like consistent, much like me. So no, she's not like the biggest VTuber. No, she's not. And the reason she's not is because she's problematic and she takes things a little too serious. And she's definitely big, but she's not like the biggest streamer here, VTuber here. Not at all. I don't want to give her any more credit, okay, then. So not anyone can do an uncapped subathon. Unlucky. Yeah, I mean, it's just... It's something, all right. But okay, let's read some of this. Because, like, bro... Now, there's going to be, like, some, like, format changes, because this is from my cell phone, and I rock a Galaxy Fold 6, so, like, things like aspect ratio is kind of, like, oof. But then you'll see, like, desktop screenshots as well, so... I'll string it all together and make it make sense, I hope, okay? These are all in order, right? So Max Wayne is a Clipper channel. He likes to do shipping stuff. Like, he puts clips together. You know what? Let's watch it. Let's watch a Max Wayne. All right. Let's show Max Wayne some love right now, because he 110% needs it. All right. Let's Max Wayne it up. Now, unfortunately, he has deleted a bunch of stuff. And I did shoot him a DM and I told him to stop doing it. But, you know, it is what it is, I guess. So this is what Max Wayne does. Let me pause this music, and I'm actually gonna... Wait, where's my music at? I'm actually gonna put this tab over here. There we go. Mute it. Let's watch this real quick.
No, I did not block Neuro on Discord. Can we, like, settle that and you stop asking?
I'll speed it up, because I'm not a big fan, but...
I did not block Evil. I did not block Neuro. It's because I'm not in the server. Because I left all servers. When you're not in the server, they can't message because like, I can't even...
So, and something else that she does too is she, like, leaves, like, different servers and, like, different accounts. But then she'll still post on other accounts and acts like she's gone from the internet, which is very strange behavior. Which, by the way, is how she found out that Max Wayne was saying anything. Because she was on alt accounts the whole time.
Add them as friends. Liar. Ask Vito then. Crud, you're so annoying. I left all servers. So, why did you leave ours? Because I wanted to leave all servers. Christ. Am I not allowed to leave all servers if I want to?
So, like, and like I was saying, like, people are, like, giving her shit in the comments, and, like, she just started... I don't know if you can see it. No, you can't see it here. You can't see the bans going here. But, like, there were people getting banned, and they were, like, pushing her, like, for pushing her and stuff. The mods were, like, being, like, oversensitive as well, and they were banning people for saying, like, oh, you blocked her, blah, 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 right? but you can see she's like upset. And it's like, okay, well, I mean, just move on. Like, if you have a whole stream that you have planned, like, just move on at that point. You don't need to sit here and like get one guide in chat. Like, you don't need that. Like, what do you mean? Just move on.
Why do you fart? Why do you breathe? Chris, still. You're telling me to subscribe to Max Wayne.
And there was also a point where Annie endorsed every single one of Max Wayne's clips, okay? Every single one. Now, Max in the comments says, this video, wait, did he change this? I will not be held, no, he didn't. This video and its title, its title and thumbnail are a joke and for entertainment purposes only. I will not be held responsible for any damages this video may cause to yourself or someone else, including moral, emotional, material, or corporeal damages. I will not be held responsible for you getting emotionally triggered or badly influenced. By watching this video or any of my videos, you have agreed to all the above. Now, like, obviously, like, I feel like this is like a joke, but at the same time, like, this kind of saves him a little bit for what's been going on, right? Now, the comments are just like the Discord server, okay? They're a bunch of spineless weirdos, all right? Hold on. People really be acting like Annie wasn't drawing evil on stream before she took a break. Also, come on, guys. I know we love the AI twins, but they are not the best source of info for what goes on behind the scenes. Like, do these chatters even watch Annie? She literally drew 3 art pieces of evil on stream while having them quote-unquote blocked. Like... Oh, and this is a big point of contention for the audience. I was only a clip watcher at the time, but as someone who knew about Annie well before Neuro, I kind of feel bad for only paying attention to her relation to Neuro more recently. Probably sucks for so much of her audience to only be interested in her adjacency to someone else. Like, bro, you're watching a streamer, okay? You don't need to be this attached. I'm just saying, like, I understand we all have, like, our forms of parasocialism, okay? Like, me talking about this today is a form of parasocialism because of how upset I am at the people in this stupid community, okay? Most of them. All right? This situation is ridiculous. The fact that someone called her a liar is unhinged. Frankly, it's none of our business why she left Discord channels. Why even ask? If she wanted to share, she would share. Sorry, I had to cough. It's a bunch of bullshit just came in my mouth from this guy here. I had to spit it back out. That's sounded kind of sus. I apologize, but it's just like these type of people. Okay, so that's who Max Wayne is. I'm sure there's like better clips, but like honestly, I don't feel like watching his content. I don't watch clip channels like this. For like VTubers, I could just watch the stream. Okay. Okay, so that's who that is. Now, let's read some of these messages. And it'll make sense in a second. Or actually, do I have that screenshot? Max Wayne YouTube post. Oh no, is that the... I don't want to open it because I think that is his thing. Okay. Let's just read this and then she'll like make it make sense, okay? I did not green light anything. Stop spreading lies. I have more of an issue of you lying than uploading anything. And not even just this case. Don't use lies about me to save yourself when you're being called out. Stupid face. Let's put it this way. Let's put it this way better. I won't make fun of her English because it's not her first language. I think she speaks Ukrainian as well. Or Russian. I forget which one. You're free to upload whatever you want. That doesn't mean I greenlit it. I just don't care what people upload because that's out of my control. However, it's up to Clippers what kind of reputation they want to build for themselves. Saying that I gave a personal green light is a straight up lie. Context to lost people. Ye of little... Now, this is Max Wayne. It's a pinned comment on his video. A captain goes down with his ship, but me ship be a stubborn one, and therefore I shall not abandon the cause. for 40,000 subs, a rather large sum of gold. And for this here, the swarm must be compensated. Totally agreed. If I go down, I be going out as the underdog who never lost hope. Anyway, fun fact, I asked Annie a couple of times to let me know if anything I was doing regarding shipping content was an issue for her. There was no issue, total green light. Now, she says I did not green light, but in a couple of messages, you will see she literally green lights him to keep uploading shipping content because that isn't the issue. I don't get it, bro. Wait. Tell me that's in order. What time is that? 10:14? Yeah. There we go. I'm not going to go around policing. Wait, what was the issue with shipping again? So, okay, so there is no issue with shipping. She has no issue with shipping. She's claiming that she does. She's insinuating she has an issue with it because she says, I did not greenlight anything in response to this post here, which says, I asked Annie a couple of times to let me know if anything I was doing regarding shipping content was an issue for her. There was no issue, total greenlight. Now, this, I'm going to be charitable and say total greenlight was just like a thing. Okay, so what's this Max Wayne guy accusing her? Oh, no. Max is not accusing her of anything, okay? Max is pointing out the fact that 40,000 subs there was a sub goal for 40,000 subs, and she didn't do it, right? So he's saying it's a large amount of subs, and the swarm, which is Vito's community, must be like compensated. In other words, he's speaking in like pirate, okay? But in other words, he's saying like it's time for Annie to like pay up and like do what she's supposed to do because she reached 40,000 subs, right? So it's time for like the community reward. Vedal. I'm sorry. VEDAL. Vedal. He is, do you know who Neurosama is? Hold on. Twitch.tv. Oh, look at that. Hobbs is live. Is it Vedal or Neuro? Vedal 987. Okay. So Vedal is this guy. Let me mute that. I don't want to get copy struck. Vedal is the creator behind the AI Neurosama, which is this right here. Well, this is evil. It's basically like her twin sister, but she's evil. They made like a whole thing about it, right? So that, and that's Mega. That's a different VTuber, but this is the creator behind the AI. Okay, she's complete AI. It's actually pretty cool, the project that he's doing. I don't have an issue with it at all. I think it's actually pretty cool. Being there for like when it first started was actually pretty sweet. So that's who Vedal is. And he has like an avatar as like a turtle, and he pops on stream, and like they hung out a lot. And they were like shipped, and Annie was like, okay, that's cool, you could ship us. Vedal was like, okay, that's cool, you could ship us. So literally everybody got the green light, okay? And everybody started drawing like fan art of like shipping content and stuff like that, right? Literally everybody had the green light. And then Annie changed her mind and was like, okay, well, like this is kind of weird, maybe don't do that. And people are like, okay, cool, like we won't do that. And again, like you have every right to change your mind. However, once you say like you give people the green light, not everybody's going to get the message, because it's just impossible to have 422,000 followers plus Vedal has more. I think I could just be speaking out of my ass, but I'm pretty sure he has more. Not everybody's going to get the memo, right? It's just too many people. But anyway, so yeah, he just wants her to pay up, and she's like, I didn't greenlight anything. I have more of an issue with you lying. And not even just this case. Don't use lies about me to save yourself when you're being called out. Literally nobody was calling him out. Nobody was calling him out. Not a single person. Maybe the people in the YouTube like comments, but like nobody was calling him out, right? Yeah. And so she's having a fit about his lying, and in this up here, she's like, I didn't greenlight anything, stop spreading lies. But then down here, she's like, you're free to upload whatever you want. That doesn't mean I greenlit it. So like, this is just so stupid. Like, why? Why would you even argue this point when you don't even care? Like, it just doesn't even make sense. And then she like provides this as like some kind of proof that he's like some kind of liar. Like, what are you talking about? You just come off schizophrenic. And Max doesn't respond yet. And she says, I'm not going to go around policing, people policing on what to upload as long as they're not straight up stealing my stuff. But you lied about me on multiple occasions. It's getting weird. Back to my hole I go. And the lying that she's talking about is he took it down. So I can't even see it because she took it down. But there was a thumbnail. And where it said that he became Annie's mod or something like that, right? And it was like a clickbaity thumbnail. And she had a problem with that. She had a problem with him posting tweets saying like it's time, not in these words exactly, I'm just kind of giving like a summarization, basically like, or like a shortened version, like, hey, we reached the 40,000 sub goal, like, can you please do this sub goal, like, we paid money for this, like, please, right? And so that's just what it is. That's exactly what it is. And it's cringe, right? Fine. I just felt like I had to say something because he's deflecting when being rightfully called out by others. Like, who, bro? Well, he built his whole clip channel on shipping, so it was always a thin line. What was the 40k sub goal? It was supposed to be like a marriage stream between Vidal and Annie. It was supposed to be like a bit for the stream, like a little hee hee ha ha moment, right? Because everybody at the time, she was fine with shipping. Okay, so it was gonna be like, I don't know if is that fan service? I don't know that term very well, right? Is that fan service? I don't know. But she was like gonna like play into it basically. And everybody was like fine with it. Even Vidal was okay with that. 2 years ago, it was fine. Even a year ago, it was fine. But it most recently became an issue. So it's like, you gotta figure it out. Like, I don't know. Like, and honestly, let's see if did he delete it? Because if he deleted it, I'm gonna be a little upset. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. There was a video where he did put, was it him or was it another clipper who like married Vidal and Annie because she wouldn't do it. She just refused to even work towards doing it, right? There was no collab set up. There were no promises to make any like kind of anything. But that's basically his main point of contention with, I gotta stop saying it, but with this whole scenario is that's his problem really, right? It's like, okay, well, like we made like the sub goal. He's like hyper fixated on it, which is, you know, whatever. Like there's tons of other goals that she didn't do. Tons. But like he's hung up on this one, which I don't care. You'd be hung up on it if you want. I mean, you paid for it, literally gifted subs. Let's see here. Now, here he is. Here is the brave man Max, okay? Here is Mr. Maxian. Mr. Wayne, if you will. That is what I meant by greenlight. Right. Let's put it this way. You're free to upload whatever you want. That is literally what he meant by greenlight, and which is exactly what I speculated it to mean when I was reading this morning, when I woke up. Right? It's like, yeah, like she didn't obviously say, you have to green light, hit the gas, right? Like she's not doing that. But like if you spoke or even got a reply from her saying it was like, yeah, like I don't care, upload whatever shipping content you want, right? Well, that's a green light. Like that, it is just what it is. If you don't see it that way, then you're stupid. And she doesn't even understand what he's talking about. Neutrality being seen as approval. No, She's literally saying you're free to upload whatever you want. That is literally a green light. That is not neutrality. That is straight up upload what you want. I'm not going to stop you. I mean, can she stop him even if... No, she can't. Because what she'll do is she can DMCA somebody, okay? But that's illegal, right? Well, a lot of YouTubers like to say that's illegal. Let's say that, right? But I feel like if you take somebody's content that they're posting on their thing, and like, even if you're like doing like a mashup, it's actually not covered under like DMCA law, unfortunately. That's like how, like, if you're like a music artist, you have to get like clearance to use a sample for someone else's like song, right? Like, you can't say like, oh, I like put my own thing on top. No, like, you need to get clearance, right? So people, it's like an unspoken rule on YouTube, you don't copy strike people, like, unless it's just straight up theft, unless it's just straight up a re-upload. But like, you can actually legally claim stuff like that. You can. So she could. Maybe she just means that people have the right to do whatever. Like, yeah, but even so, right? Even if that's what she meant, it's still a green light no matter what. Like, if she explicitly says stop, red light. But if she's like, yeah, bro, like, I don't care. Like, you could upload whatever you want to upload. Well, I mean, then I'm going to upload it, right? Like, you said... I asked her and she gave me a total green light. We did not talk. I never personally said that to you. Now, see, I don't have a reason to disbelieve this outright, but I also believe that she could have left a comment somewhere and just forgot that she left that comment, right? After everything that I've seen, I believe that could be the case. And like, that's fine, like, if you forgot. But to sit here and act like you're like, oh, I never said that. Like, come on, bro. I contacted you through Maru, which is one of her mods. You're making it sound like that in your posts, so people stop attacking you. Yes, and I never gave a response. I don't care about that. People attack me all the time. They do, and literally they do. Like, you can go back in the comments of his videos. They are all attacking him. That's not the point she's trying to make. Don't use her as a shield. Bro, these people are out of their minds. Don't use her as a shield. That is all she is asking. It is a simple ask. Would have been better to deal with this in private, as I asked. Literally, yes. Literally 100% agree with Max. Yes, I agree. No. No. Put it on a shirt. No. Okay, honestly, she shouldn't have not fulfilled the sub goals, but I don't know if I agree with what this Max guy is saying. Oh, no. I get you 100% because I was the same way in the beginning. I'm with you. I'm just like, I'm in the future right now. Okay, I'm in the future. I've seen this whole conversation and I've been in the Discord talking with the community members. You're not in my future, okay? You're not here yet. You're like very like parallel to my timeline right now, okay? You're not here. You'll get there. Would it been deal with this in private, as I asked? No. She doesn't owe you that. And no, she doesn't owe you like a private conversation, but like, this is something that I think should have been handled in DMs. Because like, now it's caused like an uproar in the chat. Not in the chat, sorry. In the Discord server. And we'll go through that as well. I don't want you to twist more shit. Well, he wouldn't. If you're in a DM, you can... you can just... screenshot it, no? I mean, and if you ever need to leak it and prove him wrong, you could. Like, you could write out a whole Google Doc. What do you mean you don't want you to twist anything? Yeah, but it's more professional not to leak things, so there would be no misunderstandings like this. It's more professional not to lie about others. Yeah, that's true. I did not lie. Maru forwarded my messages. I did not respond. Yes, as I asked. If it's greenlit and there was no issues. Yeah, as I asked if it's greenlit and there were no issues. Maybe maybe Maru told him there were no issues? Right? Silence is not approval. How is this lost upon you? I'm assuming Maru had to say something, or she left a comment somewhere, because you don't just pull this out of your head, right? Like, you don't just pull this, like, out of nowhere. Like, you don't make this scenario up. You can't. There's no way. Silence is not approval. How is this lost upon you? If she didn't respond, that's not greenlighting. I guess there's a misunderstanding the definition of the word greenlight. Perhaps, but just respect her wishes. I said, I have no issue with what people upload because that's out of my control. I cannot control other people. This is not the issue here. But but you see what I mean? Like, she goes back and forth. First it's an issue, then it's not an issue. Then it's an issue, then it's not an issue. Because now it's not an issue anymore. You made it sound like I personally, like, they're just arguing about the green light. And it's like, why? Bro, why? It's a term. It's like one of those things, like, if my boss tells me to go down to McDonald's during my break, or during the work shift, and not clock out for break, okay? And I go around telling my employees, not my employees, the other employees, hey, you want something from McDonald's? The boss gave me green light to go to McDonald's right now. During work shift, right? Like, I don't know. Like, this is just so dumb. This is so stupid. She's, like, arguing, like, semantics. It's so dumb. What a shame. Could have been resolved quietly. Why do you think I contacted you? Bro talks like an anime villain? Like, what are you talking about? She, like, fans the flames and then gets mad when people punch back. He says, lol. And I wanted to cut out, like, the community members, but at this point, it's like, nah, bro. Like, no. Like, you guys are, like, dogpiling this guy for literally nothing. Anime villain, literally, lol. Weird reaction to someone setting boundaries. It's not even a boundary. I don't even know what this person is talking about. Would you have preferred a Google Doc it? Like, literally, yes. Like, unironically, yes, 100% yes, I would have. Yes. If I were him, yes. Well, this was a nice drama. If you want me to use a different word, then I can do that, no problem. Yeah, like, they're just arguing over a word, and it's like, what do you mean? Just argue over the topic. Like, do you want him to upload or not? Are you going to call him a liar, or are you not? And if you are, then why is he a liar? You know what I mean? Just a misunderstanding, bro. I didn't lie about anything. Not greenlit. I can see why Annie took a break. I can barely handle this shit. Bro. They're blaming... The community, and Annie is blaming this guy for her going on a hiatus. Because he posted a couple things on Twitter and his replies on YouTube saying to pay up the goal. They're saying that it's like targeted harassment. Targeted harassment? That is insane. Most of the comments are negative, like, against Max. They don't like him, so why would they go and harass? What is that? Like, how do you get there? Who let the schizo out? Treating this like drama rather than caring what I have to say is crazy. Okay. Hot new VTuber drama just dropped. Okay, so in response to the treating it like drama's crazy, why not talk about this in private? All can be resolved. We're not talking in private. Okay, well, then air your dirty laundry, or, like, get out the laundry room. Like, I don't know. We're not talking in private. Or is he? Yeah, well, it's too late now. Yep, 100%. She ruined that chance. It is what it is. Beetle should be getting them DMs. Oh, wait, hold on. So inactive. Vita should be getting them. So anyway, since we're doing this, where's the 40k? Yeah, like, literally, bro. Like, this is all he's asking for, like, not even 2 years. He's just asking this for, like, the past month. And it's like, bro, like, I can't really be mad at this guy. Like, if he was really doing, like, a hate brigade, right? And he was on some, like, anti-fan Reddit or something for Annie. Like, okay, cool. You know what? I get it, right? That's messed up. Don't do that. But like asking, where is the gold that I spent my money on? I don't think that's a problem. This is the whole thing. This is it. This is all he wants. So all this because she hasn't done the sub goal. You know what? What's all this? I don't understand what all of this is. She's on a break. Nope, doesn't count. She had 2 years. $500,000, bro. She had 2 years. Deflection. Like, literally no deflection. That's literally what the thing's about. And here they are trying to, like, change the subject because they're children and can't handle a serious conversation. You need to apologize, change the comment, and maybe publicly say that you misunderstanded. Misunderstanded. He just misunderstanded, guys. Will do. And he did. I hope we can all agree it was the right choice to talk about it here. You can judge the person for yourself. So she just wanted to stir up drama. That's literally all it was. She was upset at him for bringing up. You got to read in between the lines with these things, okay? She was upset that he brought to attention to other people, to a very small minority of people, because nobody likes this guy, that she still owes us sub goals. Right? So she decided to light him on fire and watch him burn. And then she just sicked the community after him. Buried this guy. My bad. I apologize. Literally bullied into submission. You should have understood this like 100 messages ago. First of all, he didn't have that many. What are you talking about? Oh my god. It's so stupid, bro. Certainly confirmed judgments I had about him. Like, bro, what did he didn't do anything. Annie is in her right to correct Max for his misunderstanding greenlist stuff. He can and will upload whatever he wants. And he already apologized. Let's not act like we haven't had a misunderstanding. Yeah, exactly. This is like level-headed, yes. His behavior doesn't make me believe it was a misunderstanding. And then she brings it right back. She just can't let it lie, bro. She gotta fluff it up. Bro's trying to gaslight and deflect. Like, what do you mean, dude? You wanted him to apologize? He literally apologized. Maybe he didn't mean it, but like, after like all of this, he literally went and deleted all of the videos where they were like shipped together. He's like terrified of this community now. They literally bullied him into submission. His behavior doesn't make me... No, really, reread the message Maru forwarded to you. I used that word. Misunderstanding. Confirms he's not sorry. Like, what? I'm talking to you here right now. He just wants you to go look for the proof. That's all he wants. What do you mean? Stop bringing up Maru. Why? He was the mediator. What do you mean? He was going through Maru to get to you. That was how I contacted you. Through him. Yes, literally. Yes, stand up for yourself. Annie described my edit as high quality and implied I'm very talented, but was puzzled. Maru requests from Annie permission. I previously assumed everything I was doing regarding shipping had the green light based on rejecting my offer. If there's no issues, then there's no need for contact. Right. This was your message, yes. And you did not get contacted. Correct. I just simply don't have energy to talk about this stuff, even if I have an issue. Well, obviously you had the energy now. Okay, you should have put this energy into doing your sub goals. All right. Indeed. Dealing with Clippers is not on my to-do list, yet you brought it up anyway. Saying things like no need to contact when I wasn't going to contact you either way doesn't confirm anything just because you threw that in. Like that, no. No. This is not how adults handle things, okay? If there's an issue, say it. If there's not, don't. Right? This is not how adults handle situations. And then he's like, I see, I didn't know that. It's like, bro's talking like he's the main character. I hate these community members, bro. There's like 2 or 3 in here that are just like... It's insane. And then she drops the triple question mark. Acting like she's dumb, like she doesn't know what's going on. You're not entitled to a reply from anyone, not just me. That's not what he's saying. You're being, like, purposely obtuse, okay? He literally said, if there's no issue, no need to reply. You didn't reply. Maru didn't reply. Right? And either way, we're arguing over something that's so stupid because she doesn't even care. Okay, in her own words, in the beginning, well, actually, in the second part of the beginning, she doesn't care about the shipping content. So what are we talking about? What are we saying? What are we arguing about? Making things up and act like she owes you some sort of confirmation. Like, that's not even what he's saying. We're going to start collecting all your data, scamming you for what it's worth. Like, no, that's not what he's saying. Oh my God, bro. No. Interesting. Replying to, you're not entitled to a reply. Not just me. Interesting. Didn't see it that way. Like, yeah, you clearly didn't. Well, and again, haha, girl, will you marry me? It means yes if you don't respond. Again, making a situation that doesn't even matter because you don't care about this topic. Like, this is what I mean. Like, I don't know if I want to read all these because, like, it's going to be a snooze fest. Like, it already has been because there's just so many of these that they just are arguing about this stupid thing. It's hard to tell a person's point of view on how things should and shouldn't be if you don't discuss these things. This is why we get some misunderstandings. Yeah, I agree. You should talk your problem out. Especially, Max, I don't have to, Max. Jesus Christ. It's like, okay, well, then you can sit in the corner and sulk. Like, I don't, like, what do you want to do? Like, what is this, bro? Like, I have other things going on. Like, yeah, cool, but, like, my message wasn't a simple question. You have other things going on, yet you decided to come in here and stir the pot. Like, what are you talking about? And because he actually has a decent point, because he really didn't do anything. She's getting mad that he has a decent point. Like, I literally stopped streaming because it was overwhelming. What are you talking about? If it was an issue, you know what she should have done? Banned him. Ban him from the chat. Ban him from the Discord. Block him on social medias. And you're done. You're done. Okay, you might get like an alt account of his. Block that one too. You know what I mean? There's like a million things you could do. Yet, you did none of it. And it's only an issue now. And why is it an issue? Hold on, because we just said that the shipping content was not a problem. Anybody can upload it. She can't control it. Who cares? So why is it a problem? Why did that make you stop streaming? Get over it. She needs to get over herself. I'm sorry. But the more that I reread this, it's like, bro, like, this is so stupid. She's arguing over something she doesn't even care about. And then she's pretending she actually does. It's like, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? So stupid, bro. Bring up my folder. How many more do we have in this? Why doesn't it tell you? I don't even know which one I'm on. And again, she's just like, I don't want to resolve anything. Like, wasn't a simple question. Ask you a simple yes or no question that apparently doesn't even need to be answered because default is yes. Okay. Annie, I was reminding you of your promise. A promise worth 40k subs. I remind you here again. Yes. Stand your ground, Max. Yes. Don't let them beat you all the way to submission. It's literally all he was doing, and they're all freaking out about it. I have goals up to 85k. Yeah, you do. You also have $500,000, okay? We lost him? That's the whole point of shipping content? What? Yeah, I hate people who ship other people. That's not the problem. All right, Annie, give me a guarantee that the marriage stream will happen and I'll stop doing shipping content. And like, that is like he has to be like joking, right? It's like, that's a little crazy. He's like holding her hostage. Like, that's kind of crazy. That's a joke, right? He said, are you real? He says yes. I'm going all the way. Oh my god. And mind you, he's still not banned. I can go in the Discord server right now. He's still not banned. I'm timed out for 24 hours, but he's not banned, okay? Alright, see you guys later. So he dips, and when he dips, I think that's the last one, right? Anyway, when he dips, he goes on his YouTube channel and starts purging a lot of his shipping content, which again isn't the problem, even though now it's supposedly a problem for her. Anyway, he's gone, so now she's free to say whatever she wants, and he can't defend himself, right? I thought being a decent person is easy. And everyone's like, oh my god, blah, 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 you know, choking on her, right? Crazy people still are so full of themselves, they expect a reply. It's not even what he was trying to say. Unfortunately, it's a maturity issue. Okay, well, you came in here to stir the pot for literally no reason because you don't even care about this issue. I thought he was cool before he started crashing out. Like, okay, we'll cry. Like, I don't know what you want to... Like, I guess he started crashing out a while ago, which, I mean, if asking to meet the sub goal is to crash out, I mean, cool. Hope money was good. Your money was good. I mean... No more docs. You don't need a doc when you have literally checked the history. I just lost the time I had to spend on something else. Great. Okay, well, that's your fault. Sorry to hear that, Annie. Yeah, okay, well. While we're at it, this is indeed one of the things that made me want a hiatus. Anyway, see ya. And again, right? I don't have to explain myself, but maybe I should mention that I didn't mean shipping, but people's behavior. Yeah, exactly. You don't care about the shipping. Exactly. Exactly. That's the whole point. That's what he's saying. Now, it doesn't end there because she comes back. Okay? She comes back. Still, he's gone. He's purging his YouTube to, you know, not be dogpiled anymore. Purging his YouTube, purging his Twitter. And she comes back. For the record, everything I talked about with Max was here only and you guys saw it. Bro completely went on with disrespect and tries to act like everything is fine. No, he did not. He wasn't being disrespectful, bro. He told a joke. Is that disrespectful to you? He said, oh, do the goal and I'll stop. Like, he told a joke, right? I take it as a joke. I don't care. He made some statements outside of the server acting like this wasn't a big deal. Yep. Yeah, because it's not. I blocked him on Twitter over a month ago, by the way, because he was crashing out my replies to unrelated things. So then, where is he crashing out? If you can't see him on Twitter, why are you seeking him out with your alt accounts on Twitter? Like, it just doesn't make sense because there's nowhere else you would see that. You're not on Twitch. Like, he's not in your chat. He's not in YouTube replies. Like, I don't... What do you mean? Everyone's calling him a psychopath now. Everyone's saying he became weird. I always thought he and you were friends. They weren't friends. That is true. But he was a big part of the community. She shouted him out. His channel out on streams. When she would say, don't sub to Max Wayne. She was joking. Right? Like... I was just trying to be polite even when he was crossing the lines, even in my chat. I even tried to hint on that, and he kept going. Well, why would you hint? Why would you not just say that? Hello? Shouldn't this have been settled in DMs? Yeah, that's pretty fair, right? Made clips with clickbait that he's my mod. Yeah. You know what it was? It was a thumbnail. The video had nothing to do with it. It was a thumbnail, bro. A thumbnail. A thumbnail. And even if he did say he was your mod, so what? Holy, bro. When bro is lying about me in public and using me as a shield, he's not. I'm not going to talk in DMs. And with this, the journey ends. Thank you for... oh, yeah, this is him announcing that he's done. Because everybody bullied him into quitting. Yeah. Yeah. He's really trying to spin the narrative as if it's a misunderstanding. On his end, it was a misunderstanding. On your end, you wanted to make a drama. I wasn't even mad when I started talking about it. That's a lie. That is such a lie. Do we not have, like... What do you mean? What do you mean? You weren't mad? This isn't anger? This isn't like an angry thing? Like, what are you talking about? Like, bro, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? You were looking for a problem. This is why you did this. If he was actually clueless and didn't mean anything malicious, his reaction wouldn't be the way it turned out to be. What reaction? He deleted his channel literally after he left the server. What are you talking about? He had zero interest in how I felt. Can I be honest? Can I be honest? I understand that everybody has a little bit of parasocialism in them. Okay, I get that. But if you're a clip channel, you don't have to care about the person that you're uploading from, right? Like, you just don't. Like, morally, should you, like, you can be like, okay, well, maybe I shouldn't make it look this way because this might make this person feel like this, right? But at the same time, you're a clip channel. You just clip together different things for, like, a laugh. And if that's what you're doing, I mean, I don't, this argument is like, you should have feelings for your streamer is just so weird. I don't know. I don't get that one. This isn't even about shipping. Oh, now it's not about shipping anymore. It never was. Oh, but it was. I mean, literally it was. I mean, it was. It's just weirdo behavior. That person never stepped foot in here, that's for sure. Anyone who is trying to saying it's cause I'm mad about shipping are stupid. Okay, well then you shouldn't have opened again with this. Like, it was never Max Wayne's fault, it was Annie's. I think both are in the wrong here. Max is entitled AF. Meanwhile, Annie did the 40k sub goal that she put, and none of this should have... Yeah, the mayor's stream rumors happen. I'm not taking sides here. It's just both of them are entitled. Yeah, that's actually pretty fair. That's actually pretty fair. That's pretty fair, but I don't think Max was really in the wrong here that much. Or at all, actually. I don't think he was. Was he like, I have other sub goals up to 85k. So then do them. I don't know why these people keep falling back on this. I don't know why Annie herself keeps saying this. Then do them. What do you mean? What do you mean? I have other sub goals up to 8. Then do them. 2 years you had, bro. Do it. He's just going to keep uploading with his other accounts like nothing happened. So then who cares? Who cares? And no, he's not. He nuked everything. I don't know what she's talking about. You think that's his only clip channel? Lol. No, he does. He has a second channel, but it's like he took everything down. It's not about shipping. Can you stop? So, okay. That's that. Now we get to me. Holy, bro. I don't think there's all that much. And I don't think I'm going to do every single one of these. But I feel like I made pretty good points here. This is me when I caught up at 6:27 a.m., okay? I'll be real. This isn't that big of a deal. I feel like if this was part of what made her go on a hiatus, then maybe she shouldn't be a streamer. I honestly mean that in the most non-malicious way possible. That's a take and a half, but that's your opinion. And then right away, changing the subject. Right away. They don't want to have a conversation about this. And then I ask, do you think Max Wayne is unjustified for being upset that sub goals haven't been completed? Genuine question, not fanning flames. Right? I'm trying to be polite because I don't want to get banned, okay? Let's see. No. Here we go. Yes and no. People are allowed to be upset, but that doesn't give them the right to pester and hound a person. He didn't do that, though. Right? Like, he did a couple tweets and, like, a couple pinned replies. Like, he didn't do that. Not doing a sub goal is not against the law. Technically, you offered a service. People paid for that service, and you didn't go through with that service. The only thing saving them is that it's a donation and not a direct purchase. Or else there could actually be, like, legal consequences if somebody wanted to pursue that. If you don't like it, just don't give that person any more money and leave. Like, yeah, again, like, that is fair, but the money was already spent. So 100%, I'm with you on everything you said. I guess my main agreement with Max is that if you got paid to do something, you should probably work towards doing it. How Max justified his action was weird, but his main gripe is still valid. I guess last thing I'll say, unless someone else chimes in, is that if this really bothers Annie, maybe the spotlight is for her. She's a good artist and can do that without being a VTuber. Some people just aren't built to handle online drama, especially when they're involved in it. And they're all, like, seething at me. I don't get it. I feel like this is pretty level-headed. Like, what did I say that was wrong? And again, look, new topic. Yeah. I have sub goals going all the way to 85K. Why are you so fixated on one goal? Right? Where's my reply? People tend to invest. Here it is. I don't care about one goal. That's whatever. I'm just saying there's a lot of goals that have been reached that haven't been completed when I checked a while ago. If the goal is there, I feel like that's what I meant to say. It should be worked towards. I don't feel scammed. I'm just trying to say that Max's gripe is still valid. His actions are not. Which at this point, I was still unsure of if he was in the wrong or not. Right? I'm getting like a feel for like how Annie is going to handle this. Yes, I'm aware that they aren't completed yet. Yes, I am going to do them. What is the issue? There's lots of things that can take time. 2 years. I said, yeah, and I know you've been going through it. I'm not saying do it now. Just saying I can understand the gripe. It takes time to do something of large amount. I said, I'm not disagreeing. Lol. I didn't realize it was 2 years at this time. Now, that's hilarious. I didn't realize how many are done, but let's focus on that one singular goal and call me a scammer. Literally never said that. Literally never called this woman a scammer, not one time. I literally said the opposite. Very clearly said the opposite. I do not feel scammed. I'm trying to say I understand the gripe. Literally said the opposite, bro. And I said, I definitely didn't say that at all. And then they're all just like, she's like, I'm effing done. And then this guy comes in. Okay, this guy. Oh boy. Hey, new to this community, bad timing, but from what I read, should Annie rest for a bit and let this convo be over? Right? And they're all like, oh, it'd be nice if people stop ringing it up. Oh my god. Okay, but you did this in a public Discord server. Like, what do you mean? You think it's not going to be talked about? That you brought it up in the public Discord server? You think no one's going to talk about it? Like, come on. I said, I mean, she had a public argument with a community member. Like, what are you talking about? And like now is the time I have to like really go in here and like read, because or so you'd think, but someone seems to bring it up every 5 minutes. It's a fairly recent topic and drama, attracts attention, so I get the need to discuss it. But it doesn't help. He has to qualify it because he doesn't want to get dogpiled either. Me, on the other hand, I don't care so much. Yeah, I read it, and I'm sure everyone, me included, has an opinion on it, but the fox clearly isn't well, referring to Annie, she's a fox, isn't well, and Max isn't here anymore. We should respect her space and end the subject. That's what I'm saying. Oh my god, bro. Jesus. And they're over here talking about Fallout. This guy doesn't care. And I said, I mean, it shouldn't have been in public then. I'm sorry, but if it's publicly available, then we should be able to talk about it. If she didn't want that, she should have done it in DMs or have it moderated by Maru in a separate room. Like, I don't understand. Like, how is this hard to grasp? I get you. Annie's a streamer, so she's comfortable talking about issues like this in public. But from the things she said a few minutes ago, clearly this isn't a topic she wants to see people discuss right now. It might seem contradictory, but we should respect it. Like, what? Bro, it's in a public server. What are you, like, what? And I said, agree to disagree, I guess, because I didn't want to go all in yet, right? Like I said, I didn't want to get banned. Not yet. There's a point where I stopped caring. Agree to disagree. Just stay in Reddit if you want to talk about it. It's accessible. Like, no, bro, that's not how this works, bro. Guys, don't want to interrupt you, but as Raphael said, Annie isn't comfortable with this being discussed here. So I'd like you to suggest a compromise to your convo, to DMs or something. This isn't healthy. Bro, shut up. Who are you, bro? Like, actually, shut up. I thought they were a mod, so I didn't push back. Oh no, I must have skipped a screenshot or something. Oh no, maybe it didn't transfer over? Oh, that sucks. Anyway, this person, where is it? Oh, she made things pretty clear. Don't know why people want to keep speculating. Was that the message? Basically, this person said, make up missing parts. Maybe before it said we shouldn't be talking about this, and then says this, and I'm like, didn't you just say to stop talking about it? Like, why are you bringing it up? I'm not allowed to talk about it, but you are, because you're on her side, right? And then they reply to me saying they're just gonna ping the mod. And it's like, bro, it's better to just mute the person who keeps talking about it. Like, bro, get over yourselves, okay? And then Annie calls this guy out for making that. Bro literally made up an opinion, discussing it, accused me of contradicting myself. And like, I don't know, bro. Like, it's just so stupid. Like, if it's in public, you can talk about it. This is with so many things, I guess, that people make things up. If I didn't explicitly say something, can you guys stop putting words in my mouth? And again, this is her giving the okay, like, yeah, you're free to discuss it, especially with proof being literally out there. Yet, I'm timed out. Oh my god. Ugh. Where are we? This person's been harassing me. It's not harassment, bro. Sorry to tell you. You've never experienced harassment if you think that's harassment. But I'm going to stop reading anything related to this and now go back to do whatever I was doing. I'm in too much pain mentally. Okay, bro. Alright, that's why you came back. Okay. No, yeah, for sure, dude. Yeah, you're in pain. You're in pain. What the fuck? Also, don't mean to bring the subject back, but since Annie said it's fine to discuss it here, what else entails max harassment? I've only read the earlier combos and some comments on this channel, and I'm pretty sure I respond to this. If there's more to it, it's not public, but that's what she pointed to as the harassment. Yeah, it's just the tweets and stuff. What surprised me was knowing he was banned and blocked on some platforms, but didn't take a hint. Sorry for earlier. Guess you were right after all. Yeah, I was, bro. And I was like, all good. Seen enough of these dramas happen to know that if the person involved makes it public, they know people will talk about it. If they wanted it private, they should have stayed in DMs. Period. Yeah, Max seems intimidated, anxious by the subject being discussed in public. It's hard to talk about stuff like this with all eyes on you. Not defending his actions, though. He clearly was failing again and again to understand her point. No, she was failing to understand his. She was being intentionally obtuse, so that's on her. He's socially inept and dragging it out. I said my thoughts exactly, and I think that might be true. I just don't think he should care. I'm gonna be real. I don't think there's anything here. And look, people are asking, like, came from Reddit, like, they're asking questions. And, like, when you respond to them, these people throw a fit. They throw a whole fit. And they just keep talking about it. I mean, I enjoy it. If the streamer is fine, I would engage, blah, 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 blah. Isn't shipping not the issue? Shipping isn't the problem. Annie's claiming Max has harassed her over subathon goals, and he also lied about things. Almost done. Almost done. Yeah, the problem is that he's clearly super unhinged and is an a-hole to Annie. Like, what are you talking about? Huh? Like, what? I mean, I have my opinions, but every time I voice them, everybody replies about the weather, so... And it's true. It's true. Because where is it? I forget where it is. Oh, here it is. Would be much better if my stomach was... Do you think a thunderstorm is possible during a blizzard? Because what they were doing is every time somebody brought it up, they would just start talking about the weather. Here, food. They just threw out random words to change the subject because they were just a little bit uncomfortable with real life for a minute, you know? I said, I mean, I have my own opinions, but every time I voice them, everybody replies about the weather, so... And subject changed again. I guess we're being uncomfortable too. I'll take the hint and take my leave. Hope y'all be well, especially Annie. And it's just like, bro. Just saw a thumbnail. Yeah, here's what I was talking about. Just saw a thumbnail on a video of his apparently becoming Annie's Twitch mod last month. What was that about? Yeah, I can't speak for sure, but I'm pretty sure I saw the message where Annie said that was a lie. Saying that he's not being a mod. Yeah, because it's clickbaity thumbnail stuff, bro. That's all it is. Again, I could be wrong. Have to go reread the message. Bizarre. From what I've seen, comments on his videos, people were congratulating him, and he was liking comments as if it were real. Maybe there's a layer of irony there I don't get. It was just a thumbnail. There's no irony. There's no irony. There's no irony at all. It's just a thumbnail. What did I say? I still don't get what happened. Realistically, there's not much more to it than what I said, although a big missing piece that we're glancing over is that the subathon was almost 2 years ago. This is where I realized we got kind of screwed over here. And the goals were met, but the rewards were never fulfilled. And I think they come for me for this one. I still don't get happen. Max is mad, so we got a small hate boner for Annie and started being a little weird about it. Weird behavior, liking the comments and all. Congratulations on being a mod. Like, that's not even weird. Yeah, and I've said that I can understand his frustration about it. Considering 2 years is a long time. No sub goals, you know? I'm just kind of skimming now. I don't want to read all of this. It does, a lot of it's just kind of there because I wanted to put context if I needed it. I said realistically, he probably donated throughout the subathon and now feels ripped off, which you can't really blame him. Again, not condoning his actions. I can just understand the mindset. How do I... There we go. Hold up. Sorry. Banning somebody. And then it comes back a little bit here. I think we time jump. Is that? No, I don't think we time jump. Not yet. But yeah, and then he starts to agree. He's like, yeah, to be honest, the more you speak your mind, the more I agree with you on the subject. Right? And that's the last of it. Now, what was Twitter? Ah, here we go. What is this? I don't know what this is. This is like recent, but I don't know. Are these in order? 845, 846. Yeah, so I guess we're just going to kind of go through here. Oh, because of the apology that he did. Here it is, here it is, here it is. They bullied him, bro, into being like, yeah, like I'm autistic, like I don't understand social cues, like sometimes like it really affects me, like sorry. Like they literally made him a submissive cuck. They literally bullied him into like ending his channel. And I'm like, guys, he was upset that the goals weren't met. He didn't harass anyone. Annie claims that the comments and tweets were harassment, but in reality, she could have blocked him. You guys bullied him into stopping his content, which Annie herself said wasn't even the issue. He's making up misinformation. He goes, bro, that's victim blaming and not cool. Bro, honestly, build a Minecraft bridge and jump. Like, actually. Did you read anything about what happened in here? I said, come on, he had some clickbaity thumbnail. And he's been harassed for 2 years about that stream. Get out of here. Using misinformation is wrong. Wrong way to make content. Oh, and I replied, Annie's been harassed for 2 years. I said, oh, come on. Using misinformation the wrong way. I said it was clickbaity thumbnails. This is like when I stopped caring, bro. I was so done with it at this point. I was so angry. To bully somebody off the internet because they did some clickbaity stuff, like, get over yourself. Go outside. His clickbaity thumbnails. We didn't bully him to stop his content. We were addressing the situation that he lied to everyone that gave Annie the green light in the first place, which, again, isn't even the issue. And lying. I said because he was a mod, that's the big lie. Are you a spokesperson? No, I'm just rational. Or telling his watchers to go pressure her and Beetle about the announcement. And I was like, screenshot it and I won't fight it. I just haven't seen that. Yeah, and clickbait is ingenuine. Is disingenuine? Is genuinely? I don't know. Misleading people in a massively douchey thing to do. Everyone knows that YouTube even technically forbids it. No, they don't. YouTube does not care, bro. No, they don't. You don't know anything about YouTube. You're on Twitch, okay? You're in a Discord server. Shut up. It goes beyond one person. He rallied people. Making videos or tweets expressing his frustrations is not rallying. And this guy says, and that's also bad because it sets wrong examples for other. I said, we're adults. Stop it. This one says, did he gift the subs? I said, he sent subs. Yes. I'm doubting you're an adult and gonna tell you to shut up. This isn't gonna go anywhere. Oh, this was the mod that timed me out. He put in as a pinned comment almost every one of his videos in the past month. His recent behavior was deranged. Unfortunately or fortunately, all his videos are gone now. Okay, that's a pinned comment. What are you talking about? That's not rallying. I said, yeah, I guess I'll be the reasonable guy here and be hated for it, lol. And he attaches the picture. Can I zoom on this? Remember, you have a right to ask for the marriage stream, and you should, fuck. And you should something both Annie and Vidal, remind Annie and Vidal of their marriage stream promises. That right was paid for with 40,000 Twitch subs, so don't be afraid to hold both Annie and Vidal to their promise. And I agree with that, 110%. Like, why is it bad to hold someone accountable? I don't get it. And if they get angry at it, they can just block you. But yet, Max is still in the Discord server, like I said. He wasn't making shipping content back then. He was barely a Neuro viewer at the time of her subathon. Oh, and then I respond to this, and I'm like, that's not harassment. He's okay, dude. He's trolling, and I'm like, I said, no, I'm really not trolling. Have you guys seen other internet drama? This is nothing. And he says it genuinely is harassment. These people are unhinged, bro. Holy dude. That's not how it works. Just because Dream exists doesn't mean what Max did wasn't messed. What? I don't even know what that means. And then they change the subject. This one says, I don't care if you donated 10 million subs, you're not entitled to anything. That is insanity. That is insanity. Everyone, especially when she's going through problems in real life. This, crazy how people see it as some kind of time-based contract. Bro, it's been 2 years. Grow up. Demanding a woman to perform a show, marriage, almost feels like sexual harassment. I said, huh? It was a sub-goal. Things changed to, huh? It was a sub-goal. What? Like, what? Things change. I said not when it's something people paid for. Brother, I don't get if you're trolling or being serious. And I said serious. I paid for Star Citizen, and damn me, it's been 12 years. Okay, the difference is that you can play Star Citizen. You can play it right now. You can't get those sub goals right now because they are not done. Get out of here. Like I said, your subs do not entitle you to anything. Fucking crazy, dude. Chat exploded. What about the dozen other sub goals that aren't finished yet? Why is that one so much more important than any of the others? And why are they even time sensitive anyway? I said, oh, don't get it wrong. They're important too. He was just hung up on this one. Why are you and Max getting so worked up about something you weren't even around for? I was definitely around. I was definitely around. You're investing money in something you enjoy for fun. It isn't that big of a deal. And then I say to that, nope. If it's a set goal, that's a specific thing you're paying for. If I show up to a stream and just donate/sub with no goal posted, then cool. That's pure entertainment. Until Annie bans you. Did I miss something or did I just not save the screenshot? I'm terrible at this. She didn't ask people how it should be. Understand streamers are not obligated to fulfill sub goals. That's not what subs are for. That is crazy. That is crazy. Yes, they are, bro. What do you mean? Then don't set them. Then don't have a subathon, dummy. Just put the fries in the bag and do a stream. Anyway, this person was like, do you want to keep going till Annie bans you? And I was like, they brought it up. And then I use my example of if I go to Walmart, pre-order a blender here. But that isn't how it works. You aren't entitled to any service beside what Twitch promises you. And also the sub goal is not the only thing that's questionable. Max was acting weird even without. I said sure, but hardly anything worth pushing him out of the comm for. Brother, it's his decision. No, like you guys are literally dogpiling him, and now you're dogpiling me. What do you mean? Sure, but hardly anything worth pushing him out of the comm for. Let me ask you a question. And I hope I saved that screenshot because I did reply to that. It's crazy that I have to worry about being banned when Annie publicly discussed this. And I did say shoot. I don't know. I guess I didn't save that screenshot. I said shoot to this guy. He says, do you think the perfect time to do the marriage stream is right now? And I said, absolutely not. Not with her mental health. I said, but it's been 2 years. The sub goal isn't the reason people were angry. And I said, I get his POV. I get it. And then Callie says, I have an idea. This person says, now Callie's that mod, okay? Keep that in mind. You're literally justifying his toxic behavior. I said, Lamau, no, I'm not. Yes, you are. Trust me, he doesn't even care about the goal. He just wants to farm content. And I said, I'm sure that's also true at the same time. There is no buts. Her health is the priority, and she can do whatever she wants. Bro, that's so fucking... Oh my god. And then I get timed out for 24 hours. So... I don't know. I feel like I was pretty level-headed. And, like, these people are just, like, I don't even want to say unhinged. They're just, like, unreasonable. Like, they're just unreasonable. How do I get out of... There we go. They're just unreasonable. You can't reason with these people. They're insane, bro. Like, I don't even want to come back to the server. Like, I'm glad they banned me for 24 hours because I would have got myself perma'd. Like, I have 22 hours and some minutes left. Like, I would have got perma'd, bro. Wait, what is this? Yeah, and look, people are talking about it again. And it's like, everybody's scared to get banned, bro. This is so cringe, dude. Yeah, I think it would be a good idea to either stop talking about the tickets or your DMs. Like, why? Why? I'm like really happy that because I really would have got permanent because I was going to start going off. It's so insane, dude. Did I have anything else here? Or was that all? That might have been it. I think I covered everything that I wanted to cover. So after like reading all of that, I can definitely say that I wonder. It is. It literally is. It literally is because I got timed out for it. It literally is bad. Yes, it is. You know what? How do I... Or was he one of the ones arguing with me? Actually, don't know what people mean. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I think that's all I had to do all I have to say about it. They pushed Max Wayne out for literally no reason. Let me go back and see if he was arguing with me. If not, I'm going to save him. He didn't. He didn't. I'm gonna save him. How do I can't even send him a message? Why? I don't want to do all that. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Literally, you're free to discuss it. Yes. I'm gonna add him. I'm gonna add him, and then I'm gonna save him real quick because, like... Oh, and Max Wayne here. I said, hey, man. Just want to let you know that I personally don't see anything wrong with what you did. Did you get a little over the top with thumbnails? Sure. But everyone does that to bring in views. Also, as far as leaving comments, Annie could have easily blocked you or simply ignored you if it were that big of a deal. For her to call that harassment is insane. Obviously, I'm not trying to tear down Annie, but watching her call you a harasser and a stalker over this stupid drama, quote unquote, is something I couldn't stand by. Have a good day, Max. Also, if I were you, I would probably just give up on getting that sub goal. It's 100% never happening. Like... It's just crazy. And he's saying that I added him after I was timed out. Lol. But right. But that's what I'm saying. This is a healthy level. Like, I don't understand. I was reasonable. Anyway, I think that's all I have to say on this matter. Oh boy. I think I'm just gonna... I think I don't want to be there. Sometimes I think that's like the healthiest thing you have to do. I think sometimes you just have to kind of know when to quit. Because if not, it makes you look a little bad. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say on the matter. I might even make this like a video. I might, now that I'm out of the server, I can actually settle down and not be involved and be like an outsider looking in with the screenshots that I have. I can review this VOD and kind of take points or clips or something from it. But yeah, I think that might be it. I think 2 hours is my limit. I'm sweating like a pig. I think I'm done. So thank you for the people that came by. I actually really appreciate that. You can drop a follow if you'd like. Oh, and I didn't add the alert on here. Whoopsies. Whoopsies. Oopsies. But, yeah. Appreciate you guys coming out, and I'll see you next time. Peace.